Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 15 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 15-minute time check, stations.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this is Hawkeye Women's Basketball, brought to you by U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery, be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. Bud Light, it's for the fans. By University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Authentic Brand, unique Hawkeye apparel at authentic-brand.com. And by Hy-Vee, score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. Now to courtside, here's Rob Brooks and Jamie Lang.
And welcome to a top 15 matchup in the country as the 12th ranked North Carolina State Wolfpack come to Carver Hawkeye Arena to take on the 10th ranked Iowa Hawkeyes in the Big Ten ACC shootout. And the last time that this will be played, the ACC now has done a deal with the SEC for next year, so this will be the final year of the Big Ten ACC Challenge that has been a lot of fun over the years and brought really quality teams into Carver Hawkeye Arena, and the Hawkeyes have played quality teams away from Iowa City. And you speak of quality, North Carolina State coming off an Elite Eight performance last year, lost a lot, especially on the inside, went to the transfer portal and brought in 3 new players, 2 previously from the Big Ten, and off to a pretty good start at 6-1. The Hawkeyes at 5-2. They do have one common opponent, and that was Iowa's last game, the UConn Huskies. The Hawks gave UConn everything they wanted, ended up losing that game 86-79. And NC State played at UConn back on the 20th of November, and Connecticut had no problem with the Wolfpack winning that one 91-69. But since then, NC State has put a couple of W's on the board against Vanderbilt 82-73 and West Virginia at 78-40. Always a lot of talent on this team, and will be a huge challenge for the Hawkeyes that really want to help out that resume in the non-conference portion of the schedule and start December off with a big victory. We'll get the pregame comments from head coach Lisa Bluter. Jamie will be along with her keys to the Hawkeye victory, all before the 7:32 tip. The Iowa Hawkeyes and the Wolfpack of North Carolina State. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa Lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
Won big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes, thank you.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. The Hotel Kirkwood, named the Corridor Business Journal's 2022 Best Banquet and Event Venue. And awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oaknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
You probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
Welcome back inside Carver Hawkeye Arena, the Big Ten ACC shootout, NC State and the Hawks. It's time for the Hy-Vee shoot-around with Coach Bluter, brought to you by Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. Well, Coach, here we go. Always an interesting matchup when a Big Ten team hits the ACC, and another outstanding opponent, North Carolina State. Certainly a storied program. Westmore's have been there a long time, and a little bit different personnel this year, though, than they had in that Elite Eight run a season ago.
Yeah, I mean, they did graduate a lot of players, but this is a team that has 4 Power 5 transfers on their team, and so they're not short on talent for sure, and they're a little taller, team that we've seen, including having 6'5" coming off the bench at the center position, a transfer from Florida. Diamond Johnson, I feel like, kind of runs the whole show, and she's only 5'5", but she's a transfer from Rutgers. Was a McDonald's All-American coming out of high school. Just a tremendous player and shooting the three ball very well. In fact, shooting 53% from three-point range.
Does that help a little bit in preparation, just to have an idea of who some of the transfers are?
It does a little bit. Like, for Caitlin, she played USA basketball with a lot of different kids around the country, and so she knows them, and she kind of has the inside scoop on them a little bit, which is kind of nice. But, we've seen these kids play for other schools, and we know how good they are. I mean, you got a transfer from Maryland and Mimi Collins coming in off the bench.
Have they changed their style of play with this group versus a season ago?
Not really. They're maybe not so inside dominated. They had a tremendous post last year, one of the top posts in the country. But now they have 3 outstanding three-point shooters. They're 1, 2, 3 guards, all very, very good three-point shooters, and maybe just not looking at their posts quite as much.
How about their depth?
Their depth is very good. I mean, we have 10 people on our scouting report, and that's very unusual. Usually we'll only have 8, but they go to their bench a lot. They've got a lot of depth.
We'll be back with more from Coach Bluter after the break. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
Won big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes. Thank you.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with 0 sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Get a Hy-Vee Plus Premium membership for just $99 a year and get fuel savings every time you shop in-store and online. Plus, exclusive deals and offers every month. Plus, free standard delivery and free express pickup. With Hy-Vee Plus, our plus equals more. For a limited time, get $50 off an annual Hy-Vee Plus membership with code SAVEBIG. That's right, get $50 off a Hy-Vee Plus membership with code SAVEBIG.
At MidAmerican Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Well, Lisa, we talked about it before Portland, getting the ball inside to Monica Sonato, and I know you didn't think she got enough touches against UConn, so, of course, once again, that's got to be another point of emphasis.
Well, it really does. Their starting center is 6'1". The one off the bench is 6'5". So we really need to go in there and take it at her early. I do think we have an advantage inside as long as we can pass them the ball, and that's the thing is we have to read how the deep post is being defended and then figure out how can we still get her the ball and counter that. So I think that's an important thing. And for us, defensive transition, this team is excellent in offensive transition. They transition at a higher rate than we do, and we're high. And they really get those shooters, those spot-up shooters in the corners, and do a good job getting threes in their transition. So taking away transition defense is also a key.
How do you play defense against this team?
We're going to start out in player-to-player, but we are going to be doing some doubling tonight with our 4s and 5s, both of them. So that's something that we've adjusted a little bit to in this game, trying to make them turn the ball over. But at the same time, we need to box them out. They are all very, very good rebounders, including their guards. Sometimes, guards aren't as good of offensive rebounders, but, Diamond Johnson is averaging, one offensive rebound a game, which is really good for a point guard. So to us, we're going to have to defend them by using that double a little bit and really doing a good job of boxing out.
Well, it should be a terrific atmosphere. It's got to be good to be back inside the arena.
It feels good to be back in Carver, and looking forward to having a great crowd tonight. So thanks to all the Hawkeye fans that are listening in or showing up.
Coach, good luck to the Hawks.
Thank you.
Head coach Lisa Bluter on the pregame show, back with more after the break. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
You probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
Won big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes, thank you.
North Carolina State starters introduce. The Hawks about ready to introduce the starting five. Before we get to these starting lineups, it's time now for the keys to the game. Jamie, what do the Hawkeyes need to do? Bounce back after a really good effort against UConn.
Well, you already heard a little bit from Coach Bluter there, Rob. But a big one, I think, is literally the bigs. Monica. Get the ball into Monica. Get her the touches she needs to help Iowa win. It's huge. It's going to be, I think it is one of those factors that had they done that a little bit more, it got that a little bit more into their routine, it could have been a different outcome. I think the second one is going to be transition on offense and defensive end. I think when Iowa pushes, they're a different team than when they're taking their time. So Iowa needs to take advantage, get some transition but also make sure they're getting back on D, no easy shots or anything like that. And then the final one, they just have to set the tone by being tough. When you're going up against other competitive teams, that's when it's the toughness factor. Like, are you going to make sure you're holding the ball in triple threat? Are you going to make sure those little that when someone taps you, you're not going to flop? Like, you need to set the tone right away by being the stronger team. And then that way, the rest of the game is already set. So you're not going to be catching up later on if you're not ready for it right away. So those are the three.
Yeah, Monica only getting 8 shots against UConn. That's not enough.
It's not even close. And she shoots not every single time, but I mean, a lot of those were from rebounds. So you have to imagine that she did not get the ball nearly enough, and Iowa has to figure out how to get it to her. And that's where, even afterwards, they were talking about, even if it's a lob pass on a reversal, they need to wait for her to post up. Like, that's the things, is being just a second longer in the reversal and things like that, giving her time to post up, and that's when you get the ball in.
Wolfpack at 6-1. We'll start Diamond Johnson. She's a transfer from Rutgers, 5'5" junior, averaging 13.6 a game. Jada Boyd, averaging 10.7 and 5 boards. Jakia Brown-Turner, also in double figures at 10.3. She's a 1,000-point scorer in her career. Madison Hayes, a 6-foot junior, averaging just under 10. And Camille Hobby, a 6'1" senior, will start in the post. Hawks will counter with the same 5. They started every single game, just like NC State. Kate Martin coming off a huge game against UConn. 6 out of 6 from three-point range, had 20. McKenna Warnock had 14 against UConn. Monica Sonato in the middle. Caitlin Clark averaging 26.7. And Gabby Marshall in the backcourt. Hawks in the home white uniforms. Block Iowa in black across the front. And black numbers as NC State counters with the road reds. NC State in white across the front, trimmed in white and black.
I am such a fan of these home uniforms. I really think they're kind of classic. They look like the uniforms you've seen decades along. Not just like, 80s, 90s. I feel like it's a constant and just brings back some good memories of me watching and not watching and playing in those.
Wes Moore is the head coach of the Wolfpack in his 10th season. Has a ton of experience. Been in the business well over 30 years, 786 career wins. So he's approaching that 800 mark that Coach Bluter's already surpassed. And the ball's in the air. Tap one by NC State. They start with the basketball. Basket to our left. We are courtside here at Carver Hawkeye Arena. The Big Ten ACC Challenge. And the shot is up and missed by Brown-Turner. She drove it down the right side of the lane. Here's Clark quickly into the front court. Drops a pass inside on the right block. Sonato has to turn and kick it out to Kate Martin, who uses a Sonato screen to get it to Clark. In between the circles, drives down hard the right side of the lane, and a bump will be called on the Wolfpack.
For a first possession, that's something that I feel like if I could see that every play of the game, I would love it. They took their time. They used different options. They went into two-person game. They cleared it out for Clark. Like, they used multiple options that come with the offense.
So Madison Hayes picks up her first, and Caitlin Clark right at the free throw line. First one, perfect. Hawks strike first, 1-0. Second one also good. Clark was 5 of 7 from the line against UConn. Not many free throws shot in that game. The Hawks lead it 2-0. Just underway from Carver Hawkeye Arena. Boyd fakes a 3 left wing. Now drives the paint against Warnock. Bank shot, no. Sonano clears the rebound to Clark across the timeline. Hesitates. Now on the right wing, hands off to Gabby Marshall. Marshall keeps that left-handed dribble going. Now gets it into her right hand. Pushes the ball to Warnock for 3. Ribbing no. Weak side rebound, Sonano. Martin cutting to the basket. Goes up and the shot is short. But a nice cut by Kate Martin. Good idea. Here are the Wolfpack quickly down court. And a layup with the right hand on the left side is no good by Diamond Johnson. But a foul will be called on the Hawks. Marshall's first, team's first. And that's what Diamond Johnson wants to do. Has a good hesitation move and wants to get to the rim. Is always looking to score.
And that's that transition defense. Make sure that you get back. You find the players you need to find. And knowing when you have a driver, stopping them further out so that you limit those opportunities.
Johnson connects on the first. Sonano and Warnock have the inside position in the lane. Making sure the clock works.
It's a good thing to know.
Second free throw, no good. Spun out on the right side. Warnock the rebound. 2-1 Hawkeyes with the basketball. Clark, free throw line extended right outside of the three-point arc. Gets the ball to Marshall. She drives down the right side of the lane and then swings to the left. Looks inside. Gabby picks up her dribble now to Caitlin with 9 to shoot. She is now on the left side being defended tightly and goes up with the jumper straight away from 17 and knocks it down. Caitlin Clark with all 4 for the Hawkeyes.
Long 2, but if it goes in, it doesn't matter.
4-1 Iowa, 2 minutes into the game. Here's a 15-foot jump shot by Boyd, no good straight away. Rebound by Clark. Crosses the timeline, pulls from 30, no good. Just skipped off the left side of the rim. Thought there was some contact there, no call. Diamond Johnson quickly down court, tried to get the ball into the corner. Picked off by Gabby Marshall. Marshall across the timeline. Now to Martin, top of the key. Fake to 3, got it to Clark, being defended by Brown Turner. Clark whips a pass left side to Kate Martin, drives baseline up strong, hit the bottom of the window. Thought there was some contact. She gets up. NC State gets the ball down quickly. Hayes makes a move in the paint. No. Rebound Warnock. Hawks doing a good job on the defensive glass. Clark dribbles in between her legs. Pulls from 3 left wing. Count it. Woo. 7 for Clark.
She's feeling it today.
Now this is her type of game as it was on Sunday.
It is. I mean, she loves this, and she had such, I would say she had a really, really great half for UConn. Could have had 2, I think that also would have helped the game. But, man, it's good to see her coming out on fire like this.
7-1 Hawkeyes, NC State with the ball. Hobby along the baseline, left block. She's doubled and tied up by Warnock and Sonano. Really good help down in the post by McKenna Warnock. Sydney Fulter comes into the game for Kate Martin.
You know who I really like in this game is already I can tell Warnock is going to help be one of those, like I said, the toughness. That's what she's going to set that tone of being tough against them, and that's going to be useful.
Possession arrow favors the Hawkeyes. Here's Clark in between the circles. Angles right side, pulls up her dribble, whips a pass left side. Warnock. Now a falter. She drives down the left side of the lane, pulls up her dribble. Now here's Gabby Marshall, top of the key, makes a move, kicks it off right side to Warnock for 3, short, and a wide open look. And the rebound to Sonano, back to Clark. Missed from 3 on the left wing. And Diamond Johnson digs up the rebound. Hawks 7, NC State 1. Hawks do a good job, get back defensively. And a long 3 by Brown Turner. That's an air ball. Missed that one from 25. Molly Davis in for Gabby Marshall.
Iowa doing a better job right now in the defensive end, finding their players. They're getting close to them. They're not doing full denial, but they're definitely not allowing easy movement in the offense, and that's what NC State wants. So defensive end, I really like how Iowa's playing it.
And doing a terrific job hustling after every loose ball. Falter on the right wing, takes one dribble, tightly guarded. Bounce pass to Caitlin Clark. She wants to clear the right side. Drives baseline, hesitation move, layup up and good. Hayes had no chance to defend that. 9 for Clark. She leads NC State 9-1. Here's a pull-up from the elbow, 15 away. Johnson, no. And Hawks lose control of the ball. Dug up by Hayes. Gets it inside to Baldwin, who's just into the game. Lays it up and in. She's the backup center at 6'5", transfer from Florida State. 9-3 Hawkeyes with the ball. And a kick by NC State out of bounds. O'Grady for Sonato.
So far, haven't really got the ball inside, but it's working okay for them. But you have to tell them, like, all right, be ready, though, because it's not always going to be that way.
Isaiah James, all ACC freshman team last year into the game. 9-3, Hawkeyes with the lead and the ball. 5:10 left to go in the first. Falter, bounce pass O'Grady. And she lost control of the ball as she put it on the floor, and she's tied up. As James gets on the floor, possession arrow favors NC State.
I like the idea there, but that's a low pass for Adio O'Grady
and away from the basket.
Yeah.
Wasn't quite down on the right block. Johnson in between the circles. Gets it to the high post. Boyd, turnaround jumper, a little bit strong. Falter the rebound. Kicks it to Clark across the timeline. Caitlin on the left wing. Surveys. Gets it to O'Grady about 12 feet away. She drives in. Is stopped. Back to Clark on the left wing. 20 to shoot. Comes off a screen. Drop a pass inside to O'Grady. And a whistle underneath. And 2 shots coming up for Addie O'Grady. Nice catch.
Got the ball that time, took her time. I like the pass and the confidence from Clark to pass it to her, also on that screen and roll.
Diamond Johnson with a reach, her first, and the second on the Wolfpack. Timeout on the court. And tonight's game is brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans. 4:38 left to go in the first. Iowa 9, all by Caitlin Clark. NC State 3. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team, with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. Contact the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty for all of your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
We all love a good win. Catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/Iowans win.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
You mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Caitlin Clark with all 9 Iowa points, 3 out of 5 from the floor, 1 of 3 from three-point range, 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. The thing that really jumps out to me, Jamie, is NC State. Two things. 1 out of 8. Hawkeyes doing the job defensively and have out-rebounded the Wolfpack 9-5 in the first almost 6 minutes.
And that's been a weak point for Iowa. So, agreed. That's what you want to see. Making a bounce back. Monica Sonano with 2 O boards, too. Like, those offensive opportunities are huge. So, you're not going to get all of the O boards, but you definitely want to get some of them.
And she's run down a couple of them as well.
Yeah, she's positioning herself well on the weak side. She's pushing the defender under so that she can go out and get those long boards.
So Addie O'Grady at the line. 1 out of 2 on the season from the stripe. Hawks by 6. O'Grady's first, no good. A little bit strong off the back of the rim. Hawkeyes now at 72.8% from the free throw line this year. Second one no good. And the rebound spiked out of the air by James. Inside to Boyd on the right block. Spins toward the baseline off the window and good. Good one-on-one move.
Yep, good move. Definitely made it, took advantage of a tiny bit of a mismatch.
9-5. Hawkeyes with the lead in the basketball, approaching 4 left to go in the first. Here's Clark in between the circles. Hesitates at the top of the key. Gets it to Molly Davis. Hesitates. Now to Warnock. Dribble drive penetration. Kicks it left side. Molly Davis for 3. Rimming no. Rebound. Put back. Good. McKenna Warnock working the offensive boards.
And doing that with the tip-in style. Did not come back down onto the floor. She stayed up in the air and just tipped it right back in.
NC State. James along the baseline. Kicks it to Rivers, and her medium-range jump shot is good from the right wing. 6'1" sophomore. 11-7 Hawkeyes with the lead in the ball. Clark step back long 2 off the right side of the rim. And the ball is almost saved from going out of bounds by James, but it will stay with the Hawkeyes as she tried to get it away from McKenna Warnock.
Good hustle. Good things happen when you hustle for those rebounds.
Stolke in for the first time. Marshall back in. Sonato back in for the Hawkeyes. Ball possession. Here's Stolke down the right side of the lane. Right block goes up strong off the window. Instant offense off the bench.
Every time. I'm fine with that. Stolke can do that every single time.
That right-handed drive down the right part of the lane is her go-to move. 13-7. 3 minutes left to go. Hawks on top. 17-foot jump shot is no good. NC State misfired on that. Hawks quickly down court as Marshall can't connect from three-point range on the left side. Johnson across the timeline for NC State. James missed that last jumper. Gets it inside to Boyd. She has to back out. Left wing now tries to probe the baseline. Back outside to James. Three-pointer straight away, no. Long rebound to Clark. 13-7 Hawkeyes with the lead in the ball. Here's Clark, right wing, uses a Sonano screen. Pulls up from 15 away. Now Stolke, free throw line extended right. Gets it to a Falter, who tried to get it inside to Sonano. It's batted up in the air and stolen by Jada Boyd. Here come the Wolfpack. Johnson tries to go down the left side of the lane, poked away by Marshall. Into the hands of Clark. Ahead to Stolke. Gathers, goes up, left hand layup, good.
Good hands. Stolke had to really extend and could only get fingertips, but still made that pass into a great pass.
And a great bounce pass by Caitlin Clark, and it's 15-7. We're under 2 first quarter. Diamond Johnson goes all the way to the bucket. Layup is good with the left hand. Johnson with 3. Marshall a little bit slow to get up. Nobody gets back for NC State. Stolke wide open underneath and lays it up and in. Clark, the assist. Stolke with 6 in what, a minute and a half?
Oh my gosh, instant offense is right. That was exactly right, Rob. She came in, she was ready to score. She was down low every single time. And Clark loves passing to her, you can tell that.
17-9, Hawkeyes. Lob pass inside to Baldwin. 6'5" center, missed the shot. Clark the rebound, cross the timeline. Hawks look to run. Clark now is pushed as she tried to go to the baseline. That's going to go against Isaiah James.
And on that last play, the defensive stop was created by help side defense from Sydney Fulter. She saw the lob pass coming. She released from her player, got into positioning. She has no height advantage, but she got there, and that created a turnover.
1:07 left to go in the first. Hawkeye gets the ball off the inbounds pass, takes a couple of dribbles, and has it taken away. Rivers just swiped it from her. Goes coast to coast. Left-handed layup is up and good. Rivers with 4. Very good in transition. 17-11. Hawks with the lead and the ball. Fulter tried to get the ball inside to Sonano. Went right over her left shoulder. Didn't look like some miscommunication there, like Monica was ready for it.
No, but I think they were really close to each other, too. I mean, when you're passing from about 5 feet away, that's not quite the distance you want. You want a little bit further.
And Johnson off the dribble pulls up from the top of the key. She has 5. Don't want her to get going. She can really score. Good three-point shooter and can get to the rim. Hawks can hold for the final shot in the first quarter, up 17-13. Molly Davis in between the circles. Sonano out high at the top of the key. Rivers on Molly Davis. Drives down the right side. Kicks it to Sonano. 15-foot jumper is short. Ball tapped around. Dug up by Rivers. Rivers from beyond half court. And that'll do it for the first 10 minutes of basketball. Need to recycle old working refrigerators and deep freezers? Visit MidAmericanEnergy.com for details, plus energy saving tips. We've played one quarter. Iowa 17, NC State 13 in the Big Ten ACC Challenge. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At MidAmerican Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at MidAmericanEnergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
The Iowa Hawkeyes are officially bowl eligible. Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited is proud to be the official bowl game travel partner for the University of Iowa, with upcoming travel information available soon. Enter your email now at hawkeyesports.com/bowl central and be the first to receive information when the bowl game is announced. Various options will be available, so make sure you get on the list to find out. hawkeyesports.com/bowl central. Go Hawks!
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Caitlin Clark with 9. The Hawkeyes lead at 17-13 after 1. When corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Take a closer look and you'll discover the many connections you have to corn, and those connections translate into wins for farmers and wins for all Iowans. Share your winning moments using #IowansWin. Don't forget that now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa's women's basketball program to serve charities in eastern Iowa. Learn more at iowaswarm.com. That's Iowa Swarm. Well, nobody lighting it up from the outside. But the Hawkeyes get a big bounce offensively from Hannah Stalky, who had 6 points on 3-for-3 shooting in 3 minutes and 16 seconds. And still very impressed with the rebound. situation as Iowa has 14, NC State 8, 4 O boards for the Hawkeyes.
I mean, that's huge. 4 O boards for the Hawks. I mean, that's what's leading them to giving those second chance opportunities. That would be, if they can continue this, woo, game changer.
17-13, Hawks with the lead in the ball. First possession, second quarter. Here's Clark, left wing, hesitates. Now she'll pull from 17 and drill it just about at the baseline. 11 for Caitlin Clark. Coming off at 25 against UConn, had 28 against Oregon State. And the Hawks defense forces a turnover as they tried to get the ball to Mimi Collins, the transfer from Maryland, over on the right wing. Clark in between the circles. 19-13 Iowa. Here's Martin, swings the ball left side to Warnock. Looks inside, holds, takes 2 dribbles now to Marshall. We've got a whistle underneath. This is going to go against the Wolfpack. River Baldwin, the 6'5" transfer from Florida State.
I just love Monica battling down low.
And now has the ball out high, gets it to Kate Martin, and she had it knocked away by Diamond Johnson and dug up by Rivers in transition. Now she pulls it back out. Brown Turner, 3-pointer right wing, it's good. Jakia Brown Turner averaging 10.3, gets her first basket. 19-16, Clark on the move. Layup from the right block is good off the window.
And that is a hard finish. She had to turn her body midair and shoot as fast as possible without even knowing exactly where the basket was.
Now here's Johnson. Drills a 3-pointer from the right wing, taking the cross-court pass. Johnson with 8.
Johnson loves to shoot threes, and she is effective.
Leading scorer for NC State, transfer from Rutgers. Here's Clark on the right wing. Iowa by 2. Now along the baseline. Hawks good ball movement to Marshall for 3, right wing no. And Martin tapped it out, hoping somebody would be there, but it goes out of bounds over to NC State. Boy, the Hawks have had some really good looks from 3-point range, just can't get them to go.
Yeah, the movements there, Iowa's getting set up. They're getting nice, you're right, nice shots, not falling. So what do you need to do? Probably look inside.
Baseline jumper for Mimi Collins off the left side of the rim. Rebound to Warnock to Clark across the timeline. Hawks by 2, 21-19. Couple minutes into quarter number 2. Warnock, left side, Kate Martin. Continues to look inside, now dribbles toward the baseline, spins, gets it back out to Clark, hesitates, she'll fire a 3 left wing, no good, short. Long rebound taken down by Johnson in transition. Ahead to Rivers, layup good. Rivers off the bench for NC State with 6. We're tied at 21. Warnock 3, top of the key off the right side of the rim. Long rebound, Rivers, and then she loses control of it.
And that's forced by Gabby Marshall. She is such a smart read on when she has probably an advantage because people aren't ready for it.
Yeah, Gabby Marshall always around that ball, looking for the steal, averaging 1.7 steals a game. Rivers picks up her first. Davis for Marshall. Hawks basketball left of their own basket. Tied at 21. Here's Martin. Remember, she was 6 for 6 from 3. Hasn't really shot the ball yet. And Sonano, as she tried to receive a pass from Clark, has it stolen away by Johnson. Drops it inside to Collins, goes up, and is fouled underneath. That'll go against Clark, her first.
It looked pretty, I mean, I actually have no idea if it was clean, but I like that she was attempting to be aggressive and try to get in there. Not scared of the height.
Well, she watched the replay and turned to one of the officials and said, "Hey, that was clean," and the official didn't want any part of it.
Oh.
Both free throws good by Mimi Collins, 6'3" grad transfer. And NC State has a 2-point lead, 23-21. Just under 7, second quarter. Warnock down the right side of the lane. Shot is up and no good, but she is pushed by Mimi Collins. Good take by McKenna Warnock.
The drives look really effective for Iowa. Getting in there is working. Shots outside, not so good. Just being 1 of 9 from the 3-point line. So, a few more drives definitely aren't going to hurt the Hawkeyes right now.
Warnock connects on the first. Had 14 against UConn. Second one, perfect. Great foul through that time by McKenna. And we're tied at 23. Johnson across the timeline. Diamond now uses a screen by Collins. And here's a steal by Clark. Took it away from Brown Turner. Left-handed layup, good. Clark with 15 early here in quarter number 2.
She's been making more of an effort on the defensive end to try to get those steals, try to anticipate, and it's effective.
And it turns into offense. Hawks by a pair. NC State with the ball. Here's Rivers. Free throw line extended left. Feeds right side. Collins, catch and shoot. Drills the three-pointer deep in the right corner. She has 5. And NC State grabs a 1-point advantage. Approaching 6 left to go. Clark for 3. Count it. Just left to the top of the key.
Clark is the only Hawkeye to be able to hit a 3 so far, and she's 2 of 5. That's not bad, 40%.
Take that. Here's Johnson, kicks it out to Brown Turner. Long 2, left wing, no. Battle for the rebound underneath Hobby. Rebound, putback is good. Camille Hobby. 6'1" senior gets her first basket. Warnock down on the right block. Take your pick who that foul is on. Mimi Collins will pick up her second.
3 players all around Warnock. Warnock, though, this is the thing. Like I said, I like her toughness. She wasn't even fazed by it. She was just pivoting, looking, and she wasn't trying to make any rush passes.
Gabby Marshall back for the Hawkeyes. Stolke as well. Box set for the Hawkeyes. Clark will inbounds the baseline. Gets it to Stolke. Now the Hawks will set it up. Davis gives it to Clark. Drives down the left side. Spins about 15 feet away from the basket. 3. Make that a long 2. Rattles around. No good. Hobby the rebound. Quickly down court. Rivers in the corner. Feeds the ball right side. Boyd fakes a 3. Drives. Paint. Foul on Warnock. That'll be a hold on McKenna, her first. Ball possession for NC State.
Heard a lot of frustration from the crowd on that. Did not think it was a foul. She was pretty good defense, though. Good foot movement.
And a nice inbounds play. Brown Turner gets free underneath. Layup good. She has 5. And NC State goes up 32-28. Hawkeyes with the basketball. 5 left to go until halftime. Stolke, top of the key. Drives left side. Warnock, 25 feet from the hoop. Wasn't ready to shoot. Handoff to Clark. She's doubled. Gets it back out to Warnock. Now Caitlin with 7 to shoot. Uses a Warnock screen. Feeds right side. Marshall tries to make a move. Loses control of the ball. Davis, desperation 3. No good off the right side of the rim. Rebound, battle 4, and touch last by McKenna Warnock.
Smart play by Molly Davis. She recognized it, and she got it up there decently. It almost went in. So
yeah, the Hawks almost got the rebound.
Love the court awareness, the clock awareness right there.
Timeout on the court as Molly's Cupcakes is proudly serving their cookies and treats inside Kinnick Stadium and also Carver Hawkeye Arena. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by their downtown Iowa City location for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes, a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes. 4:35 left to go in the second quarter. NC State 30, Iowa 28. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Welcome back courtside, Carver Hawkeye Arena. Rob Brooks and Jamie Lang. NC State 30, Iowa 28. The holiday season is approaching quickly. December 1st today, if you can believe it. Visit your local Iowa Lottery retailer for some holiday scratch tickets. Then enter your non-winners in the VIP club for a chance to win big cash prizes up to $100,000. Visit ialottery.com for details. Hawkeyes 11 out of 26 from the floor, 2 of 10 from 3, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. NC State counters with 12 of 24, 3 of 5. They've gotten hot here as of late from three-point range, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Hawks continue to do a good job on the glass, now lead in that category 15-14. Both teams have turned it 6 times.
You know, some stats that stand out. Gabby Marshall already with 3 steals, being in there, getting aggressive, trying to create some opportunities for the Hawkeyes. Got Hannah Stolke back on there, out on the court. She really, really helped the Hawkeyes just get some sparks going, so hopefully she can get a few going while she's out there.
Rivers has taken over the point guard duties. Diamond Johnson getting a quick breather. Baldwin along the baseline, gets it back out to Rivers, top of the key, bounce pass inside Boyd, working along the baseline, short jumper is good. Boyd with 4, 32-28, NC State. Stolke at the top of the key. Now Warnock, left wing. Molly Davis takes 2 dribbles. Marshall on the right wing. Dribbles to the free throw line. Now Stolke, she'll fire a 3-pointer right side, no good. Good looking shot, just didn't go. Nobody under the basket for the Hawkeyes. Boyd with the rebound. Quickly down court. Timmons into the game. Timmons a good shooter. They go inside Baldwin, and she makes a spin move and runs over Hannah Stolke. A charge will be called on River Baldwin, her second.
Smart by Stolke to recognize, hey, if I get set, she's going to turn and go, and she just got set there. So good decision.
Clark across the timeline. Rivers awaits defensively. Here's Davis. Trying to get the ball inside to Sonata, who has yet to score, working hard on that right block. Marshall, right wing. Now Sonata comes out to screen. Monica receives a pass, goes up, and a charge will be called on Monica Sonata. Pretty good acting job there by Baldwin. Sonata's first.
Yeah, pretty good.
Looks like she was trying to actually move away from the defender.
Right, definitely not trying to create any contact there.
32-28. NC State with the lead in the basketball. Hayes, right side, Rivers. In the corner to Baldwin. Loses control of the ball. She tried to put it on the floor. Taken away by Clark. Left block, floater, got it.
Like the finish. I think that was a great decision. They weren't getting back in transition D. She had a decently easy shot. Nice connection.
And the crowd comes alive. Clark with 20. Here's Baldwin on the baseline. Tried to get a pass. Handcuffed Timmons. Hawkeyes steal it. Down court. Marshall brings it back out. And a foul underneath on River Baldwin. That's her third.
And that should be like her fourth. So what she's doing underneath is she keeps displacing Monica Sonato. I don't know how they're letting it happen, but essentially what you're taught in the post, if you're playing defense and someone's posting up on you, the second you lift up your heel to move them, then that's a foul. That is a foul on you as the defender. She does it consistently. They've called multiple fouls on her. They just called that second one there just on that type of foul.
Sonato, no good on the first free throw.
Do you think that people just found out way too much about post defense just
No,
then?
I liked it. Because it does happen a lot. Second one, Sonato, perfect. Monica's first point.
Yeah, I mean, she has not shot it very much. Well, she shot it once, other than those free throws.
So Baldwin on the bench for NC State. She's the 6'5" backup post. Rivers for three, left wing, drilled it. Boy, Rivers off the bench for the Wolfpack with 9. Clark down court, right wing, hesitates, floater from 15, rolls it in, 22 for Caitlin Clark, and it's 35-33 NC State.
That girl is on fire this half. 22 points in just one half.
And the 58th time in her career that she's gone over 20. And we're only in the second quarter. 17-foot jump shot straight away by Hobby. Hawkeye defense sagged away, and she made Iowa pay. Davis along the baseline. Receives a pass from Clark. Dribbles in the paint. Holds it. Now gets it back out to Caitlin. 37-33. NC State, 1:15 left to go until halftime. And Clark has it taken away. Stolen by Rivers. In transition. Scoop layup is good. Sanaya Rivers, a 6'1" sophomore with 11. Off the bench for NC State. Clark, left wing. Bounce pass Sonato. At the elbow. Right side. Warnock took an extra step before she put the ball on the floor. Traveling called on McKenna Warnock. Martin back for Molly Davis.
You know, I love that in-out play, but that's something right there where the ball got into Monica, and I just want to be like, Monica, make a move. That's it. Like, that's what we need right here. They want a quick shot because Iowa wants another possession opportunity before this half is over.
39-33, NC State. We're under a minute, second quarter. Johnson swings the ball to Rivers. Three-pointer, no good. Skipped off the front of the iron. Rebound to Caitlin Clark, who will now slow the pace. 22 to shoot, 32 on the game clock. Clark out near the timeline. In no hurry. Sanaya Rivers about 10 feet off of her. 5 to shoot. Now the Hawks go. Here's Clark down the right side. Step away, long two is good. What a tough shot.
It looked so good, though. And you're right, tough.
Here's Johnson with 5 seconds. Gives off a pass. Boyd, three. No, short. That'll do it for the second quarter.
That shot, too. Marshall, great defensive effort from her.
Without committing a foul.
And Iowa finishes that, making their 3 of their last 3. So great way to finish. Didn't quite make up the deficit. I mean, South Carolina, 6 of their last 8. So both teams got hot to end the quarter.
Starting to make some shots. We'll see if that continues in the third quarter. We are at the half. NC State 39, Iowa 35. Now the Iowa Hawkeyes football team is going bowling a course, and you can sign up to automatically receive official bowl travel information at HawkeyeSports.com/Bowl Central. When the game is announced on Sunday, you'll immediately receive information on game tickets, air travel, and hotel. That's HawkeyeSports.com/Bowl Central, presented by Travel Leaders, Destinations Unlimited, Iowa's official bowl tour. Don't forget, Hawk fans, that throughout the season, and we've already started, Iowa head coach Lisa Bluter Hawk Talk program presented by Oakdale at Bumps Restaurant. Hawk Talk with Coach Bluter and me take place weekly from 6 until 7. Please visit HawkeyeSports.com to view the full schedule. We invite everyone to attend. Had a great time last Monday from 6 until 7. We'll do it again next Monday, December the 5th. We'll take a look at the stats and also take a look at some other scores in the Big Ten ACC Challenge. We are at the half from Carver Hawkeye Arena. North Carolina State 39, Iowa 35. The Bud Light halftime show is next. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
You probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately. Then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I think you...
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus, all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
It's time for the halftime show, brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans. NC State 39, Iowa 35. Jamie, how about a look at the first half statistics?
Well, Rob, you're going to hear a lot about Caitlin Clark this first half. Iowa has...
Only 24, right?
Yeah. Iowa has 35 points as a team, and Caitlin Clark has 24 of those points. Also scoring is Hannah Stolke with 6, 4 from Warnock, and 1 from Sonano. Clark has taken half of Iowa's shots. She's 10 of 15 from the field, 2 of 5 from the three-point line. Still the only Hawkeye to hit a 3, and then 2 of 2 from the free throw line. She's also dished out 2 assists. For the Hawkeyes, the things that stand out, though, are rebounds. Iowa is out-rebounding NC State with 17 to 15. And being led right there by Monica Sonano with 7 rebounds already this half. NC State has a lot of balanced scoring happening. Rivers is leading the way with 11, followed closely with 8 from Diamond Johnson, 5 from Brown Turner, 5 from Collins, 4 from Boyd and Hobby, and 2 from Baldwin, who now has 3 fouls that she drew when she was playing against Monica Sonano. Steals, Abby Marshall has 4 steals, but that's kind of the bright lights for Iowa, not looking the best when we look at field goal percentage or at the assists. Iowa just has 4 assists at the moment. Normally a team that averages about probably 19 to 20, they're just at 4.
NC State had a big lead of 6 with 1:07 left to go in the second quarter. Iowa led by 8 midway through the first. There's been 5 lead changes. Game's been tied 3 times. Iowa's led for 12 minutes and 36 seconds. NC State for 5:35. Caitlin Clark with 24 on 10 of 15 from the floor. We'll be back. Take a look at scores from the Big Ten ACC Challenge after the break. NC State 39, Iowa 35. This is the Bud Light Halftime Show, and this is Hawkeye Women's Basketball from Learfield.
Eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Handling all of your exterior needs from roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. They've got you covered. Providing free damage inspections and help filing insurance claims. Call 319-343-6376.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with 0 sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa Lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
Won big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes, thank you.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Welcome back to the Bud Light Halftime Show from Carver Hawkeye Arena. NC State 39, the Iowa Hawkeyes 35. Put your trust in a bank that's been focused on serving the people and businesses in Iowa and all across the country since 1863. That's U.S. Bank. Stop by your local branch or log on today. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Let's take a look at the U.S. Bank scoreboard and some finals already in the Big Ten ACC Challenge. Indiana all over North Carolina. That's 5-6. Indiana 87, North Carolina 63. Maryland has defeated number 7 Notre Dame 74-72. Virginia Tech in the top 10. 85, Nebraska 54. And Duke has taken care of Northwestern in Raleigh-Durham 66-50. Coming down the final 30 seconds, Florida State 88, Wisconsin. Iowa's opponent Sunday 85. Georgia Tech 48. Michigan State 47. Minute 15 left to go in the third. And Michigan has a lead over Miami in the first quarter, 21-13. We'll keep you up to date on some of those games that are approaching a final score, and also a couple will be at half soon. Hawks back out on the court. Basket to our left. NC State 39, Iowa 35. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Time to redo this basement?
Yeah. A home gym, movie theater, model train utopia.
Or yoga studio?
I'm flexible-ish.
Great. I'll just use the U.S. Bank mobile app so we can plan it out.
Which way are you leaning? Setting a savings goal or applying for a home improvement loan?
I say we look at both options, right here in the app.
Budget for a really good home gym. We deserve it.
Noted.
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
And welcome back, Hawk fans, as Iowa's at halftime against North Carolina State. Iowa down by 4 at half, 39-35. It's time to check in on our points in the paint. Iowa 14, NC State 16. And when we come back, we will get started with this second half. Again, NC State 39, Iowa Hawkeyes 35. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I thank you.
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. The Hotel Kirkwood, named the Corridor Business Journal's 2022 Best Banquet and Event Venue. And awarded the AAA 4-Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Set for third quarter action. NC State 43. To make that NC State 39. Iowa 35. They put 43 up on the scoreboard. And they're going to keep it up there. NC State with the basketball. Drive-in shot is up and good by Brown Turner. Easy drive, not shut off as got into the paint. Warnock at the top of the key, inside Sonato. One dribble, hard to the window, layup good. Monica Sonato with her first field goal. Top of the key for Hobby. Now Brown Turner on the right wing penetrates the paint, pull up, 10-footer, no good. And the ball tapped out of bounds by Jada Boyd going after the rebound.
Okay, sorry, I've been over here trying to talk and figure out what the right score is. I think they went back to the previous score of 41-37. Okay.
That's correct. 39-35 at the half. Clark. Three-pointer just short, almost bounced in for Johnson with a rebound for NC State. Basket to our right. Swing the ball around the outer arc. Hobby now along the baseline is doubled. Tried to get the ball in the paint, does, and Boyd fumbled the pass, but then got it up off the window with the left hand. Boyd with 6. 43-37, NC State. Marshall tried to get the ball inside to Monica Sonato. It is kicked. So the Hawkeyes will have it along the baseline. Yeah, all of a sudden the score not reflective of what we had at the half. And then Sonato loses the ball to Diamond Johnson. Traveling all the way to the hoop. Layup, no. Rebound, Boyd. Put back, no. And Warnock clears it to Marshall. Drives down the left side of the lane. Pulls up her dribble. Now back to McKenna. Right wing, Martin. Bounce pass. Sonato, Martin. Corner, Marshall. 3, no. And the ball tapped out of bounds off the right hand of Camille Hobby. Hawks just cannot get a three-pointer to go, and they reversed the ball very well. That action was good to get a wide open Gabby Marshall.
No, they definitely are not getting anything to fall, which makes it hard to get the ball inside because they're sagging off right now.
Yeah, NC State's packing that middle. Hawks with the basketball. Warnock fakes a 3 left wing, gets into the paint all the way to the window, and just had it climb off the front of the iron. Rebound down to NC State. And timeout is called. As the looked like the shot clock did not move. Had some minor clock issues. It seems like the entire game
today. On the defensive end,
43-37 NC State.
Really right now, Iowa just has to, I mean, and it's such a small word, but it's a big thing, is being really tough. They have to be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit tougher against NC State. NC State seems to be getting wherever they want to go right now. Iowa has to get to where they want NC State wants to go and stop them. That's it. They already know about what their offense is going to be. A lot of running, a lot of cutting, and they're just cutting freely. Stop them, slow them. Don't let them get exactly where they want to go immediately.
So kind of a mini timeout here as they're still working on the clock issues. And this is the 4th meeting between these two teams. The Hawkeyes lead 2-1. Hawks won the last meeting. Remember back in the Sweet 16 in 2019, 79-61. to advance to the Elite Eight. And won that one in Greensboro, North Carolina. And now we're going to take a full timeout as both officials at the scorer's table. In business, Mid-American Energy can help you save energy and add to your bottom line. Visit midamericanenergy.com to learn more. Hawk fans, don't forget to experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels, the Homewood Suites and the Home 2 Suites by Hilton. Each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. 8:10 left to go, third quarter. NC State 43, the Hawks 37. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. Contact the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, for all of your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
Well, hopefully everything's straightened away from a clock and score standpoint with 7:55 left to go in the third. NC State 43, Iowa 37. Big Ten basketball on Sunday from Madison, Wisconsin. Iowa and the Badgers, a 1 o'clock tip, will be on the air at 12:45. And then Cyhawk Series week starts with wrestling on Sunday. Iowa State women's basketball next Wednesday night at 6 o'clock, 5:45 airtime.
Yeah, Iowa's not really catching a break anywhere here, are they?
By design, right?
You want that. That's what you want.
So Boyd with the basket. Brown Turner, a hoop for NC State. And Sonato, her first hoop. NC State basketball. Diamond Johnson tried to get it inside to Hobby, and a hold will be called on McKenna Warnock, her second.
I like the denial, trying to get low, make some creation, get some defensive intensity going.
Ball possession for the Wolfpack. Johnson looks inside. Now has to kick it left side to Brown Turner against Warnock. Now back to Diamond Johnson, fakes a mid-range jumper, then kicks it inside to Hobby, goes up strong. Foul on the Hawks. That's Warnock again. 2 quick ones, and that's 3 on McKenna.
I'm sure she'll take a break right now. Just
Anna Stolke
going to pick up that quick fourth.
So Stolke, who had 6 quick points when she entered the game in the first half. Hobby at the free throw line for NC State. 1 dribble, shot is up, no good. Spun out the left side.
just haven't seen Iowa go on any runs yet. That first quarter was pretty good. That's about it. And then not many runs.
Second one bounces in. Hawkeye with 5. She averages 8. Iowa basketball down 44-37. Clark inside. Sonato. Ball stolen away by Hawkeye. Came over the front. There's a down court pass by Boyd. Caught it in the paint. Laid it up and in. 46-37. Biggest lead for the Wolfpack. Inside Stolke. Reverse layup goes up strong and is fouled by Jada Boyd.
Attacking, getting inside, taking high percentage shots. That is a way to get back into the game.
Got to knock down these free throws. Hawkeyes were down 4 at the half, 39-35. Stolke's first, got it. Anna Stolke with 7.
With that shot, Stolke ended a 2-minute scoring drought for the Hawks.
Second one a little bit strong. Kate Martin tries to keep it alive, but Diamond Johnson digs it up. Down court to Brown Turner on the right wing, feeds it inside. Hobby gets it back out to Brown Turner. Fake to 3, penetrates, spins, paint, layup good with the left hand. 48-38. NC State goes up by 10. Marshall, free throw line extended left. Sonato working hard inside. Stolke in between the circles. Now Clark to Sonato, and a push from behind will be called on Hobby. And that's that displacement you were talking about.
And the hard part about it is they should call it more, and I think it's one of those scenarios where the refs also don't want to call it all the time. And I'm like, but you have to, otherwise you're doing it.
Ball possession for Iowa. Stolke gets the pass from Clark, drives down the right side, and an offensive foul will be called.
Monica Sonato.
It's her second. Hawks down 10. Playing some defense. Hobby along the baseline, turnaround jumper from 10, no. Rebound to Marshall across the timeline. Gabby keeps that right-handed dribble going. Martin tries to get it inside to Sonato, lost control of it, and the ball goes out of bounds along the baseline over to NC State. Davis for Marshall. Nothing from Kate Martin or Gabby Marshall. Stolke the only points off the bench for the Hawks.
Yeah, Iowa's just had a huge drought of everything. They've had 4 turnovers in the last 3 minutes, no field goals. Just not figuring out how to do anything on the offensive end right now.
Down 10, Hobby, right wing jumper, no good. Ball taken by Caitlin Clark at 24 in the first half, is yet to score. As she spins in the paint, goes up, floater, no, but she is bumped and fouled by Jada Boyd.
I like the creation, I like the drive, I like the intensity.
Well, you kind of got the feeling that Caitlin's just got to take this over.
Right. I mean, it was working in the first quarter, being aggressive, going towards the basket. The three-pointers aren't falling for Iowa. You can't right now. And so you have to try something else, and then you can come back to it.
Both free throws good for Clark. She has 26. And then Iowa's just trying to force the ball inside too much.
Right.
Here to start the quarter. Crowd trying to get into it. Hawks down 8. NC State with the ball. Johnson kicks it left side to Hayes. Three-pointer rimming, no. Weak side rebound to NC State, but a foul will be called on Brown Turner. A push along the baseline. O'Grady in for the Hawks.
Crashing in for the boards. Even if you don't get them, sometimes good things can still happen, like in that scenario.
Well, like Iowa did in the first quarter, really boarded well.
Now hopefully Iowa can capitalize on this.
Down 8 with the ball. Here's Davis to Stolke, top of the key, trying to get a bounce pass to Addie O'Grady, stolen away by Johnson. In transition, layup good. Johnson found Brown Turner. She had 9 against West Virginia the last time out. O'Grady, jumper, paint, good from 10.
It wasn't the prettiest offensive possession, but that 2 points is 2 points.
Hawks down 8. NC State with the ball. 4:44 left to go third. Johnson gets it inside to Hobby, who now finds Hayes, goes up on the right block, no. And a foul will be called on Addie O'Grady. They'll make that Stolke. Stolke instead of O'Grady. Hannah's first, team's fourth. And we've got timeout on the court. Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series is coming up, and all about celebrating our student athletes as well as our state's corn farmers. Just like the Cyclones and Hawkeyes work hard all year to get ready for the season ahead. So do Iowa's corn farmers, growing a crop used in over 4,000 products. That's a win for all of Iowans. 4:38 left to go third quarter. NC State 50, Iowa 42. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
We all love a good win. Catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/IowansWin.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Welcome back inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. Big Ten ACC Challenge, NC State 50, Iowa 42 with 4:38 left to go in the third quarter. And Jamie, you look at this game and NC State has outscored the Hawks 11-7 in the third. Boy, you just don't want to fall back any more than, this range right here. Need a run. And,
right,
and you said
do.
The Hawks haven't had a real big run, even though they did have a nice run back in the first quarter, a 7-0 run.
That feels like days ago.
It does. Need another one.
It's hard because I do think they're trying hard, but you just got to try it, give a little bit more. And that's on the defensive end, whatever's going to be the spur.
Madison Hayes at the line, 6-foot junior, makes the first and swishes the second. Her first 2 points. And Sanaya Rivers comes back for NC State, had 11 in the first 2 quarters, and that 10-point advantage again for NC State. That ties their big lead of the ballgame. Martin. And now the horn goes off right in the middle of a drive by Molly Davis.
What is happening?
It's been a struggle all game. The scorer's table, too.
My kid's into pranks. I keep thinking, is Vinny over there? Is he like pushing buttons? Like,
no,
I got you good. That's what it feels like, is a prank. Like,
so now both teams are going to have to go back to their respective benches and try to figure this out.
I mean, I'm laughing because it's better than getting angry about it.
Nothing you can do.
This will give Iowa a chance to set up. So look at it from the bright side, have a conversation, get set up, maybe run a really effective offensive set here. There's a really great crowd tonight. I think I saw, 8,250.
Good crowd.
It is really good, especially for a late game.
Now they're making sure the remotes that the officials wear,
that they're working.
make sure that they're good. Heart disease is the leading cause of death for men and women in the USA. Don't let any heart condition go unnoticed or undiagnosed. Whether it's a routine checkup or a complex procedure, you want expert care from specialists who know your heart condition inside and out. University of Iowa Heart and Vascular Center, advanced trained cardiologists use state-of-the-art diagnostic tools and offer highly advanced, minimally invasive treatment options. Make an appointment today at uihc.org/HVC. Here's a pull-up 17-foot jump shot by Clark that is a little bit long. Weak side rebound to Johnson. Feeds right side to Brown-Turner. Clark comes out on her. Molly Davis now face guarding Diamond Johnson, who has yet to score here in the third quarter. NC State with the basketball, up 10. We're under 4. Third quarter. Here's Rivers, left side. Tries to get a pass inside to Boyd. Stolen away by Sonato. Lob pass down court. Molly Davis, right wing. Almost had it taken away. Now she takes it to the left side. Gets to Clark. Gets to the paint. And the floater from 14. And Caitlin Clark is fouled. Will shoot a pair.
The drives. I mean, the drives by Caitlin Clark specifically, but I think the drives by everyone are effective right now.
Brown-Turner, her second. Clark's free throw, good. 27 for Caitlin Clark. Remember, she had 24 at the half.
Need a
second
couple
one,
more
good.
stops. Couple more stops on the defensive end.
Hawks pull to within 8, 52-44. Here's a chance for one of those defensive stops. Boyd. Back to Rivers. Boyd. Hobby posting strong. Gets the ball away from the block. Makes a move. Paint goes to the left hand. Up off the window. Nice move by Camille Hobby. Davis right wing for the Hawkeyes. Sonato working hard. Now Clark, 3, rimming no. Rebound. Brown-Turner. Boy, that looked good for a long time. Brown-Turner now, jumper right wing. That's an air ball, and then tipped out of bounds by Rivers. Iowa basketball. Rivers knocked it away from Monica Sonato. Marshall for Molly Davis.
A 10-point game. Iowa's not doing horrible in the defensive end. That should be noted. NC State has 54. Iowa just is not doing well on their offensive end.
Inside Sonato. Ball knocked away. A couple of red jerseys there. NC State in transition. Rivers baseline jumper. Swish from 15. And now Clark tried to get it into Sonato in transition. Knocked away by Hobby along the baseline and out of bounds. 30-second called timeout by the Hawks. Down 56-44. That's the big lead for NC State.
Iowa is trying. They're trying to get the ball in, but now it's a bit of a force, right? They're not getting the angle on the ball. They're not waiting for the right time. They're throwing it maybe a half second too late. Like Monica was open, but she's not now. So I appreciate the attempts. I appreciate the efforts, but not at the, but we can't have turnovers from those efforts. And so like Coach Bluter says, points in the paint are great for Monica, but they're also great from the drive. She talks about it a lot. She doesn't care where the points in the paint come from. But high percentage shots are what Iowa's good at. And at this moment, points in the paint, Iowa just has 18 points.
See if they can score off the inbounds play. Martin in between the circles, hands it off to Caitlin Clark. Gets a screen for Sonato. Now on the right wing. Behind the back pass to Stalky, who drives in. Kicks it left corner. Marshall for three, no good. Weak side board, Sonato. And Monica will be called for the push.
So Monica was boxing out, and there was going to be a long rebound, and I don't know if it's maybe her arm extended. We didn't really have the angle on it.
And that's going to be now free throws for NC State as they are in the bonus. And Hobby, who has been good down low for NC State, especially in the third quarter, will be at the line. Warnock comes in for Stalky. 2:23 left to go in the third. Hawks down 56-44. Hobby's first short. Hobby one dribble, right-handed shot good. She has 8, right at her average. 57-44 Wolfpack. Clark, right wing. Gets into the paint, dribble drive, shot no, and a foul will be called on NC State. That'll be Hobby coming over for the help.
Clark has driven to the lane 3 times and has been fouled 3 times, which has put her at the line 3 separate occasions.
4 for 4 at the line in the quarter. Now 5 for 5, 29 for Caitlin Clark.
I love the aggressiveness. I love her ability to adjust her game here in this third quarter to try to create for Iowa.
Second, swish. That's 30 for Caitlin Clark. A little bit over 3 above her average. That's now 24 30-point games in her career. Getting done yet. 57-46 NC State. Rivers tries to slip a pass inside, knocked in the air, and then Baldwin missed the left-handed layup just into the game. Hawks with the rebound. Clark into the front court. Keeps that right-handed dribble going. Now feeds Sonato in the paint. Goes up with the left hand and gets it to go. Nice step over move, and Sonato with 5.
Oh, a needed shot from her.
Johnson, paint, throwing it to nobody, and off the left arm of Sonato and out of bounds. Oh, that could have been a turnover for the Hawkeyes. Now Taylor McCabe now into the game. For Gabby Marshall, good 3-point shooter.
I was going to say, try a different person to shoot the 3.
57-48, NC State with the ball. Here's a jumper that is good, left wing by Brown Turner. 1,000-point scorer in her career. Now McCabe into the corner, jumper, no good. Left wide open, but just got into the game. Not an easy situation. Baldwin the rebound. NC State with Johnson. McCabe on her. Freshman from Nebraska. And a foul will be called on the Hawkeyes. Taylor McCabe with a push.
That foul's not a big deal normally, but it sends him to the free throw line right away.
Diamond Johnson will get 2. He hasn't missed a free throw this year until now.
Well done, Rob. I'll give you credit for that one.
Okay, I'll take it. Hawks need it. Second one, good. That's her first point in the third quarter. 59-48, 105 left to go in the third. Here's Clark, left wing. Dribble drive penetration. Kicks it right side. McKenna Warnock.
Yeah.
3-pointer deep in the right corner.
Yes.
Much needed.
Can they go on a run? Finally, can Iowa go on a run?
59-51. Rivers top of the key. NC State with the lead. 14 to shoot. Here's Brown Turner probing the baseline, kicks it to Mimi Collins, now to Rivers for three, drills it left to the top of the key. Rivers with 16 off the bench for NC State.
She's 2 of 3 from the three-point arc. I mean, she's shooting fire from there.
62-51. Hawks will hold for the final shot of the third quarter. We're at 7. Clark angles left side. Bounce pass Sonano, and a hold will be called away from the ball on Mimi Collins against McKenna Warnock, as she was going to try to set up on the right wing for a three-pointer. So Warnock at the line for a pair. Marshall back for the Hawks for Taylor McCabe.
And after these free throws, Iowa will have 4 seconds to play good, hard defense.
First free throw, good for Warnock. She has 8, had 14 against UConn. Second one, got it. Warnock with 9. And she'll sit down because she has 3 fouls. Stolke will come in defensively. 62-53. Rivers with 4 seconds across the timeline. And a three-pointer at the buzzer, no good. And a hard screen set by the 6'5" Baldwin against Kate Martin. Kate went down hard, but she's okay. And Lisa Bluter having a conversation with one of the officials about that screen set at the top of the key. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless company and official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, join the national network built by locals for locals. We'll head to the 4th. NC State 62, the Hawkeyes 53. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At MidAmerican Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
NC State 63, Iowa 53. They've got the score correct now on the board, which has been a little bit of an issue here at the scorers table.
Right, and it's
tonight.
it's huge, right? We were looking at it, like, oh,
Players
it's an
are
11-point
watching,
game.
right.
Or, you know, you're trying to gather exactly where you are, and you can't be questioning at the end, like, is that the right score? And it makes you a little anxious when you are using that.
When you have to go look at the official book to make sure it's right. But it is a 10-point game.
10-point game.
NC State 63, Iowa 53. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You are listening to Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Clark with 30 on 10 of 18 from the floor, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Iowa basketball to start the fourth quarter. The Hawks have 10 good minutes in them. That's a good start. Driving right-handed layup off the window for Caitlin Clark.
And did a good job keeping away from the contact. Made herself have an easier shot that way.
Crowd trying to get into this game. Hawks down 8. NC State with the basketball just underway, quarter number 4. Brown Turner in the paint, pulls up her dribble, gets it out front to Diamond Johnson with 4 to shoot. Makes a move. Paint kicks it right side. Rivers open 3, splashes it home.
I mean, Rivers player of the game for NC State right now.
With 19 off the bench. Clark, 3 left wing. Count it.
Clark's answer.
NC State went for the steal. Freed up Caitlin Clark. 35 for Clark. 66-58. Over 8,000 on their feet. Here's Brown Turner into the paint against Martin. Spins, jumper, short. Warnock the board. Nice defense by Kate Martin. Here's Clark. Logo 3.
Oh! Oh my God!
From the beak.
Jeez! If people aren't on their feet, it's because they can't get up there. Because that is a standing ovation.
And then Johnson frees herself, zigzags to the paint, and lays it up and in. 68-61. Clark, another 3.
Oh,
got it!
Oh.
Right in front of the Iowa bench.
It's literal fire. It's fire. She's so hot. Iowa needs a stop, though. They need a stop.
Clark with 41, 68-64. We're just 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Johnson, pull up, paint, swishes that one. Got away from Gabby Marshall. Clark again, a little bit of a heat check there. This one scrapes off the right side of the rim. What if that would have gone down?
Oh my gosh. You want her to just keep doing it, though. She's like, get on my back. We will win this game. Let's go. And she's ready to carry the team if she has to. Hopefully some other Hawkeyes can step up from that, though.
5th 40-point game of her career. 70-64. Here's Baldwin. Out of Mimi Collins. Rivers top of the key. Clark comes out on her. Drives down the right side, and a blocking foul will be called on Caitlin Clark against Sanaya Rivers.
That's just 2 fouls on Clark. Just want him to get a stop. You want him to get a stop. You want the turnovers to happen.
But now is it ball possession? Wes Moore arguing it should be free throws.
Not a free throws.
Brown Turner gets it in, drives the paint, shot no good. Rebound, putback is by the 6'5" River Baldwin. Just reached over Sonano, got the ball, laid it up and in. 72-64. And a hold will be called on Baldwin in the paint against Sonano. That's her 4th. And that'll get Camille Hobby, the starting center for NC State, up off the bench. Ball possession for the Hawks. Clark looks. Hands it off to Warnock. Now back to Clark. Tries to rifle a pass inside. Was off balance. Threw it away. Dug up by Rivers. Now to Hobby. Stolen by Warnock. McKinnell slow the pace. Marshall across the timeline. Hawks down 72-64. Top of the key, Martin. Gets it to Clark on the right wing. Lob pass inside and a hold will be called on Hobby. So starting to get those calls inside are the Hawkeyes.
Yep. If Warnock can, or if Sonano can just keep posting up, keep fighting the good fight underneath, She's going to get the calls or she's going to get open.
3 on Hobby. And the Hawks had a great inbounds play going. Marshall laid it up, and one of the officials called timeout.
I don't know in what world. Why would he blow the whistle? He was in his spot. So the weirdest thing there is that he was in his spot. I don't know why he would blow a whistle. So that's frustrating.
Hawks in a box set. Marshall gets the ball out high. Left side, Martin for 3.
Yes, she can. I was just like, come on, Martin. You've done this before. You can do it again.
6 for 6 against UConn from deep. Gets her first bucket. Clark encouraging the crowd. 72-67. 6:20 left to go. Johnson straightaway 3. The answer. Diamond Johnson has answered everything the Hawks have thrown at her. Down court, layup, good. Clark, boy, did she get down court quickly in traffic, and then Marshall a foul in the backcourt against Diamond Johnson.
But I like the aggressiveness. I like Marshall getting in there. I like her going after it, trying to create something on the defensive end.
But you don't want to get in the bonus too early.
You don't want to get in the bonus too early, but you got to have some fight there. I like that attitude more than the passiveness.
Hawks down 6, we're under 6. Johnson uses a screen. Wheels her way to the hoop. Shot is up and good. Climbed over the right side of the rim. Diamond Johnson with 16. Here's Clark. 30 feet away. No good. Short. Long rebound. Taken down by Johnson. Open look. And Johnson now slows the pace. Walks it across the timeline. 77-69. Johnson. Almost a steal by Gabby Marshall, and then Marshall reached in, and a hold will be called on Gabby Marshall. That's Gabby's third, team's third. Ball possession for NC State. Davis for Marshall.
And Marshall's a little frustrated out there, but she's intense. She's still out getting after it.
Remember, Clark's career high is 46 at Michigan last year when she went wild in the fourth quarter.
Well, it's an 8-point game, but it feels like Iowa's much more in it than they were to start the fourth.
But NC State has been able to answer everything the Hawks have delivered offensively. Here's Hobby, spin move, paint, turnaround jumper, good. Right outside the semicircle, she has 10. And it's a 10-point lead for the Wolfpack. Davis on the right wing. Looks inside. Warnock, 3. Splashes it home. Right at the top of the key.
And there are the threes that Iowa's been missing all game. Kenna Warnock, Kate Martin, and Caitlin Clark.
Finally come alive from deep in the fourth. 79-72. NC State with the basketball. 4:40 left to go. Boyd, top of the key. Right side, spins. Good job by Sonano. Drops it off for Hayes. Now back to Boyd along the baseline. 5 to shoot. One dribble shot goes in.
She
hit
had
the
a
right
hand on
side
the
of the
ball.
rim and dropped in.
That was good, D. She had a hand, I think, even on the shot.
Clark quickly down court. Top of the key. Now to Warnock. Peeks inside. Now back door to Kate Martin. Layup good. Beautiful backdoor move on the left wing.
Great read on the denial. Good hard cut by Martin. Good pass by Warnock.
We're under 4. Johnson drives down the left side of the lane. Hanging shot, no. And a foul will be called on Molly Davis. Slapped the wrist of Diamond Johnson. Her first. And we've got timeout on the court. A full timeout with 3:56 left to go. The Hawks have come alive offensively, but NC State has had the answer so far. Wolfpack 81, the Hawkeyes 74, with 3:56 left to go. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
we mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
NC State has outscored Iowa in the fourth quarter, if you can believe it, 21-18, lead 81-74. Jamie, 28 bench points from the Wolfpack.
Yeah, they are very balanced in scoring. Everybody kind of contributes. That's the type of game plan that they have. Iowa, really one-sided right now, but some other players are coming to life. Clark already with 43. But you do have two other players who are able to shoot threes and make them right now, and that's McKenna Warnock and Kate Martin. So you got to hope that there's a few more people out there who might come to life here in the next 4 minutes for the Hawkeyes.
Well, Sanaya Rivers, the 2021 Gatorade National Player of the Year from Wilmington, North Carolina, transferred from South Carolina, has 19 on 8 of 9 from the floor. Her career high is 9.
She does not look like her career high would be 9. You can tell that she definitely has an ability. Her shot, she has a smooth shot. So Iowa's going to have to recognize where she is because she's hitting them even with a player near her right now. So arms up. Got to have some height on her. She has some height on herself.
Played 27 games for the national champions, the Gamecocks of South Carolina last year. Transferred to NC State. Has 19 huge points in this ballgame. 81-74, just under 4 left to go, and Diamond Johnson at the free throw line. First one, good. ACC 6th Player of the Year at 16 against West Virginia last time out. Second one, good. 18 for the 5'5" junior. 83-74. Clark across the timeline. Gets it back from Marshall. Goes into the paint. Yes. Off the window. Wow. Is good. 45.
Behind the back, into the paint, off the glass.
What more can she do? Here's Rivers. 30 feet from the basket. Johnson thought about a 3 from the top of the key. Now drives right side, slips a pass along the baseline, layup no. Rebound putback is good by Boyd. She has 12. Good execution by NC State. Warnock in between the circles, drives down the right side of the paint, goes up strong, no. Foul, Wolfpack. That'll go against Boyd. 2 shots for McKenna Warnock. 85-76, 3:15 to play. Wolfpack on top.
Iowa, I mean, just figuring out how to score here in the fourth.
Free throw in and out. And then just can't get
any stops.
Many stops.
No, and even when the misses are happening, they're getting O boards, and so just not
second one, perfect.
So that's going to be an 8-point game right now, still with 3 minutes. Very reachable if Iowa can get a few stops.
And we'll see now if NC State will slow the pace. Been playing pretty briskly. Here's Johnson on the right wing. Crossover move. Gets into the paint. Dribbles it back out. Now here is a running jumper by Rivers. No. Missed it from 16. Snato the rebound. Down court pass. Clark to Warnock. No good. Partially blocked by Brown Turner. NC State with the ball. Across the timeline. Now Diamond Johnson just hanging out near midcourt. 2:30 left to play. Right side. Now Hobby, long range jumper, no. Clark the rebound. Clark all the way, tried to get it inside, and a kick will be called. And Caitlin had to make that call.
I know. Well, everyone in the stands made that call before a whistle would be blown.
So ball possession for the Hawkeyes, down 85-77, 2:19 to play. Clark along the baseline, gets it into Warnock. Now back to Caitlin. She'll fire a three, right wing, no good up the left side. Rebound to NC State. Diamond Johnson comes away with it and will walk it across the timeline. Approaching 2 minutes left. Hawks cannot let NC State score here. Johnson, floater, 15, no. Rebound Boyd, and they'll kick it out, fresh 20. Here's Brown Turner against Kate Martin. Just dribbling around in between the circles, now doubled. Johnson open for a three, short, and then gets her own rebound. Layup good, high off the window. 20 for Diamond Johnson.
So many second chance opportunities here for NC State. So many.
Warnock, jumper, right wing, no good. Martin goes after the board and does a good job to knock it off. I think Brown Turner. Iowa basketball down 10. 1:23 remaining. Clark looks inside, whips a pass to Marshall. Now to Martin for three, right wing, no, skipped off the front of the iron.
Where's the jump ball?
And Boyd with the rebound, thought she was tied up by Warnock, and then got it away from her. 1:05 left to go. And now Clark fouls Rivers. That'll send Sanaya Rivers to the line.
I mean, definitely a deflation right now. You can feel it from Iowa from just too many O boards, and that's a killer.
So Rivers is 4 out of 9 from the free throw line. Long on the first. So that was a very good foul by Clark. Second one. Good.
With 1 minute to go and it being an 11-point game, Iowa's got to be looking for a fast. And why not threes at this point? They've had some hits.
Hayes comes in for NC State. Clark across the timeline. Corner Marshall. Now to Warnock. Goes to work in the paint. Up and under move the left hand. Couldn't get it to go, but will shoot a pair. Two on Madison Hayes. Warnock at the line.
Yeah, Warnock today, 5 of 6 so far. Iowa as a team, 15 of 20, so 75%, what they're kind of at for an average right now.
Yep, just under 73. A lot of rim, but it goes in for McKenna Warnock, who has 14-10 since the half.
Warnock and Martin kind of started to show some sparks here in the fourth.
Second one also good. Single-digit lead now for NC State, 88-79. Hobby back for the Wolfpack. Ranked 12th in the country. Hawkeyes 10 via the AP. And Brown Turner fouled in the backcourt by Kate Martin.
9-point game for the Hawks. So down by 9, that's 3 possessions. If even one free throw is made, it turns into 4. Got to be looking for threes right here.
Brown Turner. Left-handed shot is good. Second one. Got it. 15 for Brown Turner. And a 30-second timeout taken by the Hawkeyes with 52.6 left to go. 90-79 Wolfpack. When corn grows fuel, Iowans win. Ethanol is a renewable fuel that's better for our environment, our health, and our wallets. Share your winning moments using #IowansWin. Plus, you'll be eligible for some fun, corny giveaways.
Love it. Love fun, love corny things. Gotta wonder if Clark can get the ball, you want her to put it up right now. I mean, she's
gotta score quickly.
She's the one who's been able to hit them right now.
At 45, one off her career high. Martin will inbounds along the sideline. Looks inside. They deny Clark, and then Warnock tried to get it to her. Ball's tipped and hustled down by Caitlin Clark, who now just has to go one-on-one against Rivers. And the floater right side, no, from 15. Rebound Brown-Turner. And Warnock fouls Jakia Brown-Turner. Free throws for NC State. Dodge Street Tire and Auto. Locally owned and operated. And voted best of the area for the 10th consecutive year. Proudly supports Iowa women's basketball. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Free throw good. Dodge Street Tire and Auto celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. Second one also good. Brown-Turner with 17. And timeout on the court with NC State leading 92-79 with just under 40 seconds left to go. Hawks and the Badgers, Big Ten play on Sunday.
We'll be driving up there to Madison.
Be on the air at 12:45.
Nothing better than a nice, it's your birthday.
Well, that's right.
I remember that. Birthday drive, you get to hear about the bowl game that day.
How about that, yep.
And we get to call a game on that day. It sounds like a win to me.
What else would I rather be doing?
Who wouldn't want to be in the car for 7 hours on their birthday?
Martin gets it into Marshall, who tried to get it to Clark and stolen away by Rivers. Easy layup off the window, 22 for Rivers, and that'll do it. With 30 seconds left to go, 94-79.
Yep, that is a 15-point game, 30 seconds to go here. Yes, Iowa will try to hit a three. They will try to take a shot. It's still a 4-point possession game, even if a shot is made.
And the officials back at the scorer's table. They've spent as much time at the scorer's table as they have on the floor tonight.
You know whose stats are NC State stats? They shot 55% for the game from the field. 55% on an away court. 55%. They shot 54% from the three-point arc.
And it's been better than that in the fourth quarter. Hawks at one time in the fourth quarter with 8 out of 10 and just could not get into that lead. Marshall sizes up a three-pointer left wing, no good. Warnock the rebound as it blocked away from behind by Hobby. Hawkeyes will keep the basketball with 25.8 to go. Down 94-79. Martin, top of the key. And is pushed from behind by Rivers. And 2 shots for Kate Martin, who has 5. One dribble for Kate. Perfect. What a game she had against UConn.
She did.
Wow.
A really, really great game. We didn't see much out of her from offensive production today. But you can see it coming to life. Basically, Iowa was just 3 quarters behind. Well, 2 quarters behind, second and third.
Clark went after the steal. Martin made both free throws, 94-81. And the Hawkeyes will just do the right thing here. NC State will dribble it out. And the final score will be NC State 94, And the Hawkeyes 81. Did everything they could, especially offensively, in the fourth quarter. But, well, you just have to credit NC State. They answered everything the Hawks threw at them.
Yeah, I mean, NC State figured out how to score today. If you look at the first quarter stats, no team shot well. Iowa shot 41%. NC State shot 37%. That was in the first quarter here, Rob. And they figured it out, though. And they figured out how to start scoring and scoring well.
Is your small business ready for a big promotion? To support and celebrate small businesses, United Healthcare and Hawkeye Athletics are teaming up for the Spotlight on Small Business Sweepstakes. Winners receive radio promotions, social media recognition, and more. To enter, visit HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. United Healthcare is a proud sponsor of Iowa Hawkeye Athletics. Stick around for the postgame show from Carver Hawkeye Arena as NC State defeats the Hawkeyes in the Big Ten ACC Challenge 94-81. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Time to redo this basement?
Yeah. A home gym, movie theater, model train utopia.
Or yoga studio?
I'm flexible-ish.
Great. I'll just use the U.S. Bank mobile app so we can plan it out.
Which way are you leaning? Setting a savings goal or applying for a home improvement loan?
I say we look at both options, right here in the app.
Budget for a really good home gym. We deserve it.
Noted.
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Handling all of your exterior needs from roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. They've got you covered. Providing free damage inspections and help filing insurance claims. Call 319-343-6376.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa Lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
Won big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes, thank you.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its fourth year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
For the Hawks in the first three quarters, they scored 17 in the first, 18 in the second, 18 in the third, and then exploded behind Caitlin Clark. Did get some help to score 28 points in the fourth quarter, but NC State, who had 13, 26 in the second, 24 in the third, had 31 in the fourth. Great offense by Iowa in the quarter. 9 of 17, almost 53%, 5 of 10 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, but 11 of 18 in the fourth quarter, 61% for NC State, 2 out of 3 from 3, knocked down their free throws 7 out of 8, just could not get 2 or 3 stops in a row to get into that lead that was between 8 and 12. when it really mattered midway through the fourth quarter.
Right. The biggest scoring run that Iowa went on was a 7-point scoring run, and that was in the first quarter. But NC State didn't go on much more either. They also were in the second quarter, had a 7-point, and then they just kind of kept the lead, right? They kept the lead for 25 minutes of the game. Essentially, when they got it, they weren't going to give it up, and they did a good job of. They answered Iowa every single time, and even when Clark was firing them and had that huge logo, wow.
And the crowd was into it.
The crowd was into it.
That's not easy to do.
It's not.
On the road, and I really credit, and Coach Bluter said it in the pregame show, Diamond Johnson really makes this team run, and you could tell she was very confident and made some big-time shots when the Wolfpack really needed them.
Yeah, she did. She did a good job of kind of controlling the tempo. On the court, I feel like she gets her points really, and you don't even realize it, because she ended the game with 22 points, and I would not have guessed she had 22 points.
And 8 in the first half, and then really didn't score much in the third quarter. Got most of them late in the third and the fourth.
Yep. Yeah, Iowa, they didn't give up a ton, so it's interesting to see. I felt like Iowa would have gave up 20 O boards. They gave up 7, but I haven't looked through the exact stats of quarter by quarter, but a bunch of those are in the fourth quarter. At times where they are, it's imperative. You get that, you get the rebound, you get the box out. Iowa ended up losing the rebounding war 34-30. Points in the paint. Iowa had 28 points in the paint. NC State had 46 points in the paint. So high percentage shots came for them more. They shot amazingly from the three-point arc, but they only took 13 shots. So they were very choice with their selection of their three-point shots. That's a little bit different than Iowa. There was a lot of forces today. Iowa was 8 of 26. So just shot selection wasn't exactly on Iowa's side. And once they figured out actually how to start scoring and how to do it, it was just a little too late. There was one more quarter. There's a chance it could have got there, but there's not. There's only 4 quarters unless you go into overtime. So.
How about individually for both teams?
For sure. Iowa had 2 players in double figures. Caitlin Clark with an amazing 45.
One off her career high, 46 at Michigan last year.
45 and 16 of 28 shooting, 5 of 13 from the three-point arc, perfect 8 of 8 from the free throw line. I mean, those points, that's a nice stat line. 15 points from McKenna Warnock on 2 of 5 shooting from the three-point line. 7 points from Kate Martin and 7 points from Hannah Stolke. 5 points from Monica Sonano on just 4 shots, and then Addie O'Grady with 2 points, and that's it. The rest of the players, there were 4 other players who played for the Hawkeyes and didn't score any points, so the scoring really wasn't there for the Hawkeyes today. NC State had 5 players in double figures, 2 players with 22 points, that's Rivers and Johnson, 17 for Brown Turner, 12 for Boyd, and 10 for Hobby. Assist. I mean, Clark still led the team with assists. She led the scoring. She led the assists with just 4 assists. But then again, Iowa only had 11 field goals to give that she didn't make. So that's actually pretty good. So Iowa ended the game with just 10 assists. That's really low. That's about half of what they're averaging. NC State ended the game with 15 assists, 11 steals. Just basically in every stat line, they kind of seem to overpower the Hawkeyes today.
And then Sanaya Rivers, I thought, was huge in this game.
Rivers
off the bench, 22 points in 29 minutes and 13 seconds on 9 of 11 from the floor, the transfer from South Carolina.
9 of 11 shooting. She's not playing a ton of minutes, and you got to give their coach a little credit because he was like, she's doing well. I'm going to keep her in. I'm going to give her the minutes that she deserves today. And so those are the things that you see in the preseason where now you might start hearing about Rivers much more consistently for their team. This could be one of those breakout games that she's just been waiting to have, and it just happened to happen against the Hawkeyes. The biggest thing I'd say, the turning points for Iowa, NC State just much better shot selection. I mean, they shot so well. 55% from the field, 54% from the three-point line. Iowa just 45% from the field and 31% from the three. That's right there. That stat alone is huge for the Hawkeyes.
Biggest lead for NC State was 15 with just 32 seconds left to go in the game. The Hawks did lead by 8 in the first quarter at the 5:42 mark. NC State had a scoring run of 7 midway through the second quarter. Hawks also a scoring run of 7 in the first quarter. Lead changes 5. Game was tied 3 times. NC State led for 25 minutes and 35 seconds. The Hawks for 12:36. And you look at the points in the paint. 46 for NC State, 28 for Iowa, and then 31 bench points for NC State, but 22 of those came from one player.
Right. The bench points aren't as concerning as I say the points in the paint. That really just shows Iowa wasn't getting it into the paint at all. We talked about the drives being effective, but they weren't driving enough and probably not soon enough. Second chance points were limited for the Hawkeyes because they didn't have many O boards. And then even capitalizing off of turnovers, those opportunities where we said, like, okay, they didn't score on this possession. They had their opportunity, and Iowa wasn't able to start to, like, dwindle down the lead. Yeah, there's a lot of things. I feel like this is going to be one of those games, though, where Coach Bluter and the rest of the staff watch the film, and they're just like, oh, my gosh. Oh, my God. Right, because there's so many things that didn't go well. And they're going to be really frustrated, I think, because this game was really right there. It just get some stops, and they couldn't do that, and get those rebounds, couldn't do that. So a lot of little things that come to hurt them.
Yep, and add up. And NC State wins it. Attention all Hawkeye fans who buy your own health insurance. Wellmark is on your side and on the health insurance marketplace. Let's give it up for plans you can afford. The freedom to go to almost any doctor in Iowa and free virtual care. Check out wellmark.com/swish to compare plans. Hawkeyes fall to 5-3. NC State improves to 6, or make that 7-1. 7th victory of the year, and now have won 3 in a row as the Hawkeyes look toward Big Ten play at Wisconsin on Sunday. Postgame show will continue from Carver Hawkeye Arena after the break. NC State 94, Iowa 81. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I think you...
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. The Hotel Kirkwood, named the Corridor Business Journal's 2022 Best Banquet and Event Venue. And awarded the AAA 4-Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
You probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately. Then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
NC State defeats Iowa. Number 12 versus number 10, 94-81, despite 45 from Caitlin Clark, a one-off of her career high. Let's check the U.S. Bank scoreboard, as most have gone final all but one in the Big Ten ACC Challenge on the women's side. Georgia Tech defeats Michigan State 66-63. Florida State 92. Wisconsin 87. Iowa's opponent Sunday. Duke 66. Northwestern 50. Nebraska loses to number 9 Virginia Tech 85-54. Maryland, number 20 in the country, a 2-point victory over Notre Dame, number 7 in the land, 74-72. Indiana in a top 10 matchup against North Carolina. Hoosiers win it 87-63. And then in the third quarter, number 17 Michigan leads Miami 48-40. That's a look at the U.S. Bank scoreboard update, the Big Ten ACC Challenge for the final time. Now it's time for some of tonight's top plays, which will include, I'm sure, a lot in the fourth quarter. And here's a steal by Clark. Took it away from Brown. Turner, left-handed layup, good. Clark with 15 early here in quarter number 2. She has 5, and NC State grabs a 1-point advantage. Approaching 6 left to go. Clark for 3. Count it. Just left to the top of the key. Clark out near the timeline. In no hurry. Sanaya Rivers about 10 feet off of her. 5 to shoot. Now the Hawks go. Here's Clark down the right side. Step away, long 2 is good. What a tough shot. Here's Clark, left wing. Dribble drive penetration. Kicks it right side. McKenna Warnock. 3-pointer deep in the right corner.
Yes.
Clark, 3 left wing. Count it.
Clark's answer.
NC State went for the steal. Freed up Caitlin Clark. 35 for Clark. 66-58. Here's Brown Turner into the paint against Martin. Spins. Jumper. Short. Warnock the board. Nice defense by Kate Martin. Here's Clark. Logo 3.
Oh! Oh my God!
From the beak. 68-61. Clark another 3.
Oh,
got it!
Oh!
Right in front of the Iowa bench.
It's literal fired. It's fire. She's so hot.
Marshall gets the ball out high. Left side, Martin for 3.
Yes, she can. I was just like, come on, Martin. You've done this before. You can do it again. 6
for 6 against UConn from deep. Gets her first bucket. And it's a 10-point lead for the Wolfpack. Davis on the right wing. Looks inside. Warnock 3. Ooh. Splashes it home. Right at the top of the key. And you can tell a flurry of threes happened in the fourth quarter, just not quite enough. Hawkeyes couldn't get the crucial stops they needed down the stretch, and even outscored 31-28 in the fourth. But the Hawks did everything they could to try to close that gap and either win it in the fourth or get it to overtime. But credit NC State. They were able to answer everything the Hawks were able to throw at them and win it with the Wolfpack 94-81, putting 4 players in double figures. Sanaya Rivers with 22 and Diamond Johnson also 22. Clark 45 for the Hawkeyes and McKenna Warnock with 15, a little bit over 4 above her average. 94-81, Wolfpack over the Hawkeyes. The postgame show continues from Carver Hawkeye Arena after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Mid-American Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa Lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
Won big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes. Thank you.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Welcome back courtside, Carver Hawkeye Arena, as the Wolfpack of North Carolina State defeat the Hawkeyes 94-81. Assistant coach Raina Harmon joins us on the postgame show, and boy, what a start to that fourth quarter. That was something from an offensive standpoint. And then you kind of felt, Raina, okay, hey, the tide is turning a little bit, but boy, you have to credit NC State, just answered everything the Hawks threw at them.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they had some kids hit some shots, come out and get some season highs on us, and I thought they came out swinging in that second half. And, down the stretch, we finally got playing at our tempo offensively, but defensively, I mean, they just kind of kept us on our heels and took it at us.
Yeah, and a little bit of a slow start, especially the three-pointer, and then really made an effort to try to get the ball into Monica. What was NC State doing that made it so difficult? It seemed really physical underneath as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think being three-quarters high side, they're just using their length, getting that arm bar across there. But I thought even more so, their guards' length on our guards trying to make that post pass was just a little tough. We kept trying to get them to throw the bounce pass, but we went to throw that air pass, which they just kept deflecting and tipping. Just a tough night for us.
But you got to love the fight that this team shows. There's no quit. You knew that there was a run in there. The crowd got into it, and was certainly urging on the Hawkeyes. And it finally happened there in the fourth quarter. And, of course, Caitlin, you see it all the time, every single day. Just amazing that she just put the entire game on her back and willed you to win.
Yeah, there's no surprise there that she hit those shots, right? It's just unfortunate that we really couldn't get anybody else going from the three. Kate looks to take. Looking at the game that she came off of, she only gets 2 this game. I thought McKenna started off a little cold. Gabby couldn't get one to fall, and she just had some great looks. It was just a tough shooting night for us outside, and when you couple that with not being able to get the ball inside, we're going to be in for a long haul, especially when we're giving up points like we were defensively.
Well, that's a good point, too, because I thought the ball movement was good, the side-to-side action, and you did have some spot-up jumpers there, especially early.
Yeah, I thought we had some great looks, just some great looks that didn't fall our way. Again, those are going to be shots that typically any other game we're going to hit. But again, our defense, we got to continue to just hone in on that defense, because giving up 94 points, that's a little tough for us tonight.
Well, obviously, this has been a tough stretch, and it's just not going to get any easier. Now we jump into Big Ten play, believe it or not, on Sunday against a Wisconsin team that seems much improved.
Yeah, they are a much improved team. They're playing well. They haven't been able to maybe close like they would like to, but we know what's at stake right now, especially starting the Big Ten. I mean, but you think about this team, and, we know where we want to go. It's still early, but also, we put ourselves in this position to play these tough games early so that it pays off in March. So I have no doubt that we'll get this ship right, and we'll be all right.
Yeah, and I tell you, the league looks good again, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure. I saw there were some some good games tonight.
Yes.
So Indiana got a big win. Not sure what happened with that Maryland game, but
They ended up winning by 2.
Did they? So yeah, Big Ten. It's a tough conference. It's a tough conference, and we're going to still get everybody's best shot every night. We'll be prepared to answer the call.
Yep. Big Ten play on Sunday. Raina, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you. Go Hawks.
Raina Harmon on the post-game show. Her comments and spot on. Just could not get the stops when they needed to. In the fourth quarter, the Hawks offensively really came alive, and it's back to the drawing board now and continue to work on the defense and the rebounding. Though the Hawks got off to a really good start from the boards, only got out-rebounded by 4. Both teams had 7 offensive rebound. But you credit the opponent, and NC State made some tough shots down the stretch in a difficult arena, difficult crowd, and the Hawks lose it 94-81. We'll be back, head to the locker room, and wrap things up from Carver Hawkeye Arena after the break. Hawks lose it 94-81. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Love a good win. Catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/IowansWin.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa Lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
Won big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes, thank you.
You probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena on the postgame show after the Hawks lose a tough one, 94-81. Led after one, got off to a pretty good start, especially defensively. Led it 17-13, and then NC State outscored the Hawks 26-18 in the second, 24-18 in the third, and then 31-28 in the fourth. Let's head to the locker room. Jamie has head coach Lisa Bluter.
Thanks, Rob. Here with Coach Bluter. This is a real tough one. Just take me through this game against NC State.
Yeah, a great first quarter, and then our defense just didn't show up the second, third, and fourth quarters. Giving up that many points. We gave up 46 paint points. That's something we usually own, and we did not tonight. We're just having trouble getting Monica the ball. We're having trouble passing her the ball. For her to only take 4 shots is it's ridiculous. And we have 16 turnovers tonight. Gives them 17 points on our 16 turnovers. And you take away the opportunities that we had to shoot as well. We were doing a good job boxing out the first half. Second half, we didn't. I thought we had a decent first half, especially the first quarter. But it just... We are not defending well enough. Obviously, we didn't have any answer for Diamond Johnson. Sanaya Rivers, who went 0 for 6 from three-point range on the year, goes 3 for 4. She averages 6 points. She has 22 on us tonight. it's just one of those things. We got to defend better.
So what will the focus be? Do you think there's any one thing, or do you think it's an overall kind of shift that's going to have to happen in the next practice to really focus on?
I mean, I just feel like there's so many things, but one is defensively we've got to be better. Passing the ball. We've got to be better passers. People catching the ball above their heads. I mean, they can't shoot the ball when they catch the ball above their head. It's such a basic skill, but we're not very good at it right now.
So have some things to start focusing on as you look forward, and you have another away game coming up here against Wisconsin. Anything that you're going to start preparing for that you know about Wisconsin? This is being your first Big Ten game.
No, I don't. I just know they're much improved. I've seen them play one time against Kansas State. I haven't seen them. Coach Jensen has a scout, so we'll start working on that tonight. But I just know that their record is much improved. They're playing a lot more confidently than they have been. And it's going to be at their house. So it's going to be a tough battle for us.
And any last things for these Hawk fans? You had a huge crowd today.
Great crowd today, and thank you. I'm sorry we didn't give you more to cheer about. I feel really bad about that. But thank you for being there. We appreciate you a lot.
All right, thanks, Coach. And now I'm here with Caitlin Clark. Yeah, definitely not what you wanted at all. Mm-hmm. Just tell me where you're kind of at, your thoughts on the game after tonight.
Yeah, I think we did a really good job defending in the first quarter, but anything after that is the reason we lost the game. We didn't play any defense, and, that's an area I felt like we've gotten a lot better at. I think we showed that against UConn, but then tonight we come in here and kind of let them do whatever they want. I think they shot over 50% from the three-point line, so it's going to be hard to win a game when you allow a team to do that, especially on your home court. So I think, those 3 quarters after the first when we didn't play defense is really the sole reason we didn't win the game.
So how do you come back from this? A team that now you're looking at, you're like, man, if we just would have done these little things. Yeah. What do you do to start to build from here?
Yeah, I think, a win or a loss at this point in the year doesn't define your season. I think we all understand that. Obviously, we're super disappointed in how we played individually, as a team. But I think there's a lot of room for growth still. I mean, we have a lot of opportunities to play a lot of really good teams still, and I know we'll bounce back and get better. That's all you can do for a loss. You can't go back in time and change it. We'll just got to come back to work tomorrow and learn from it and get better. And I still think there's a lot of areas to improve. I didn't think, we executed too great on offense. But overall, it was just our defense. And, that has to improve if we want to beat really good teams.
The atmosphere tonight had a huge crowd. Anything for those Hawk fans who might be driving home right now?
Yeah, thank you to all of them that came, seriously. I mean, if it wasn't for you guys, it could have, turned into a bigger, kind of blowout, but we really appreciate it. We hope you continue to come back. You make it fun. You make women's basketball exciting. If it wasn't for you, the game wouldn't be as fun as it is. So we love you. We appreciate you. And, we hope you keep coming back. We have a big one versus Iowa State next week, so we hope to see you there.
Thanks, Caitlin.
Appreciate it.
Jamie, thank you very much, and appreciate Rada Harmon and Lisa Bluter, and also Caitlin Clark joining us on the post-game show. And this one will hurt tonight, but the Hawkeyes will regroup, practice tomorrow and Saturday, and then head up to Madison and get ready for a Sunday contest against the Wisconsin Badgers, an improved Wisconsin team who lost a tight contest tonight. And the Hawkeyes will have to get ready for that because we've got a couple of Big Ten games this month. And, of course, Caitlin mentioned Iowa State. That is next Wednesday, a 6 o'clock tip here at Carver Hawkeye Arena. So we'll be on the air Sunday at 12:45, a 1 o'clock tip, Iowa and Wisconsin. 45 from Caitlin Clark, not enough tonight. And the Hawkeyes will try to get victory number 1 in Big Ten play and number 6 on the season. Thanks so much for listening tonight. Wish we could bring you a Hawkeye victory, but hope to do that on Sunday in the Big Ten opener. The final score once again, NC State 94, the Iowa Hawkeyes 81. For Jamie K.V. Lang, I'm Rob Brooks. So long from Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye Women's Basketball has been brought to you by Authentic Brand, unique Hawkeye apparel at authentic-brand.com. Bud Light, it's for the fans. Honda, to see how Honda crushes the competition, see your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. Hy-Vee, score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. Iowa Lottery, be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit IALottery.com for details. United Healthcare, proud sponsors of Small Business Spotlight. Sign up your small business at HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. And by U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.